What is up guys, Max here, and welcome back to another quick and easy After Effects tutorial. And you see this animation on screen? How do you create this? What I'm doing right now is just dragging a null around the screen and it's affecting every object. How is that possible? Well, this is called proximity animations. Now it's all done through expressions and it's pretty cool, pretty easy to do. But this is how I do it. So today we're using a tool called Animate Proximity. It is a really cool little tool we built as a team to create proximity styled animations really quickly. So there's really no groundwork. I'm the kind of person who hates using expressions, but I know they're very important for the game and the software here. So I typically get tools built for this kind of stuff, and it's really awesome, and we can share it with you today. So if you think this tool is really cool and you want a link to it, just comment awesome down below and I will send you a link directly. Once you download and install Proximity, go to Window and then Animate Proximity. It opens this up right here. All you need to do is just take your composition, highlight all of your layers, and then click what you want them to do. So let's do a pull toward and a fade proximity. So let's do apply proximity, and it creates a null for us. And from here, you can see when I drag the null around, it automatically does that. And we can actually control the null. So let's click the null layer, go to our effect controls. Let's increase the proximity radius. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to change. And now once we move the null around, it does this. Now you could easily just animate this null on a path to do like a circle, and it does things like this. And instead this time, let's do a color shift and a scale up. Hit apply proximity. Let's click the null. Effect controls. Let's do our start color as, I don't know, blue. Our finish color as a kind of a muted red or a muted pink. Right there. Increase our radius. And as you can see, it does this. You don't need this tool to create this type of stuff. This is just a tool that saves you time. So if we actually go in and look at what this tool is doing, it's actually creating a fill for us automatically. It's doing that. It's also in the transform. It's affecting the scale through an expression right there. But it's just basically writing the expressions you would normally need to write yourself, which is pretty handy. Like I said, you don't necessarily need this tool to do this, but it is a time saver. And to quickly go over the tool, scale up, scale down, fade opacity, push away, pull toward, color shift, all pretty general effects that you would use in After Effects. You know, the apply, update effects, and the remove all. Removes all, removes everything, applies the general apply, then you can update your effects here if you're adding new things. Also in the learn more section right here, you can learn a little bit more about the tool. And also if you prefer, you can change the language here, because your first language may not be English, but we did build it into the tool. You can actually select your language. So if you speak Korean, it's in Korean. Made that for you guys. Otherwise, there's a link to our website, our contact page, and a link to our Discord where you can talk to me directly. See you guys soon. As always, guys, I'm Max. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you for being a part of the channel. And if you are new to the channel, feel free to like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out filmit.io. QR code is on the screen. Plenty of digital tools and awesome assets for all you creators. Check it out today.